Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are starting a series of videos in which we will be implementing design patterns in Go. Before starting implementing design patterns, we will start with solid principles as they will also be helpful and relevant in implementing many of the design patterns that we are going to implement in the series of videos. What are design principles? Solid design principles are the number of principles that are introduced by Robert C. Martin, who is also popularly known as Uncle Bob. He introduced these design principles in his book with language like Java or C Sharp, and they are kind of universal. They are frequently used in design patterns, so we will first discuss about these principles. So the solid design principles are just 5 design principles, namely single responsibility principle, open closed principle, Liskov substitution principle, interface segregation principle, and dependency inversion principle. So let's have a look at single responsibility principle. Single responsibilities principle defines that every module or class should have single responsibility and needs only one reason to change. So the class or module should have related functionality implemented with it, which will keep its scope limited and should not get directly or indirectly affected by some new changes outside the class or modules. So coming to the next point, too much responsibility leads to coupling and makes it a God object. So let's understand this with an example. If clients needs to know class B in order to use class A, then A and B are said to be coupled, which should be avoided. Here, what God object means? It means that the object that knows everything and does everything. There should not be an object which is handling all the functionality of the module. Jumping to the third point, the cause for the change is mostly due to the addition of new feature, fault corrections or refactoring of the code. So this clearly defines what it means to say. So jumping on the fourth point, SRP is closely related to separation of concern. So here what separation of concern means? It means the separation of code depending on less closely related functionality and grouping up the features serving the same purpose. I hope you understand it. Now we can jump to the implementation part. Here I am creating a main file, include naming the package main and the func main, which will be the starting point of our program. So we will be looking at the examples where we will be storing the books as in the slice. So we are creating a struct of book. It will have a title string and the author, which will also be the string. Now the book will have, now we are storing the books in the slices. So for that we will be like where books pointer slice of the pointer book. Okay, so what we are doing is storing the book into the slice. So here writing the func and implementing b book add book to the slice. Here we will be taking book object pointer to the book, and we will also be returning pointer to books. So for appending the books equal to append, and we will be passing it books comma the one we got from the parameters as a properties, so bk. Now returning books, this is pretty much, and what we will do other than this will be book pointer to the book. So we are here displaying the slice, book slice. It will be like this, and that's it. Here fmt dot println, here fmt, oh sorry, as printf, here we will be printing the title and the name of the title, author, and the name of author as string. So for this we need to implement for loop. Here will be the value, and this will be the books value, and here goes value dot title and the value dot author. This will be printing the value that are in the book struct. Okay, so here we have implemented a method to add book and the display book which are in the book slice. Now if we add func book and then upload to web, and there will be some line of code here. So both of the methods here are pretty much related to the book object which defines it. Okay, but uploading to web is some different concern which can be separated to some different modules or some different files. Like keeping it with the book object is not a matter of same concern. So we can do it like type structure upload and then book pointer to the book, small, okay, and then here we'll be implementing the upload. So this upload is not directly relevant to the book, so that's why we can keep it as a separate code in some separate modules. So this will be much easier to look after and add some new methods if required to this. Now coming back to our main code, b equal to object of book, here b dot add book, where we will be passing the book object which will be like book and then the title and the author. So title would be like design principles, and the author would be something like XYZ. So this will add an author to the slice. Let's do one more. Let's add one more. So keep it solid principles and the author will be ABC. And now let's print this. Go run main. Oops, something went wrong. The book Yeah, so here now, yeah, we can see here we have title display principles, author XYZ, title solver principles, author ABC. So this pretty much defines the single representative principles, as the book object is limited to its scope and doing the limited functionalities and not implementing any of the other functionalities like upload to web or download functions. Thank you guys. Hope you understood the single responsibility principle. We will be coming up with open closed principle in the next video. So this was my first video. I would like to get some suggestions and feedbacks in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for new video to which I will be uploading soon.